Combat Night!
I mean, yeah, when it comes to missing, you know, weight, yeah, obviously everybody wants to make weight, and, you know, sometimes it's looked down upon, oh man, how can you miss weight, man? That's not professional. But I mean, during these amateur times, this is the time to make those mistakes, especially for some of these individuals. Not everybody, you know, comes from a wrestling background, so they've never had to even cut weight before in their life.
If you've never cut weight, it sucks. Shell is giving it his all. George is just dealing with him right in front of him.
Good body shots from Duarte.
Huge knee to the body by Duarte and a right hand on Shell's jaw. Steering him around, setting the jab and just cracking the body.
Good knee.
Yeah, Jorge's landing those knees right in the abdominal region there.
Man, that'll shut you down. And if you got a guy with a little padding on him, you keep attacking that center, you're going to do some damage.
But Cello is still there, though. After a bunch of those knees, some people had already, you know, been falling. But
man,
Cello needs to keep his hands up.
Cello just got teed off on.
It's early for having already eaten maybe 15 body shots.
And massive shots all around, for that matter. Shell looking too tough for his own good here.
Yeah, Cello needs to be either all the way in or all the way out, because Jorge is doing a good job of maintaining the distance and just maintaining the pace here.
Man, Duarte might be tired from hitting him at this point. You can't question Cello's heart here. He is giving it his all. He is stepping forward. He is applying pressure.
Round number 2.
We got to see if Duarte can keep up the output that he had going in the first round. Off to a good start.
Yeah, if he continues with those body shots, I don't see this going the distance.
I'm surprised it's gone as far as it has. The amount of shots that Shell has taken is, I mean, he's not even stumbled.
I mean, in Cello, he does have, you know, a bit of padding there, so maybe I feel like that's what's been able to help him thus far.
The Combat Night booth is a no body shaming safe zone.
I'm just saying, you know, he definitely, you know, this fight is at 175. If he decides to do another fight or maybe even MMA, I don't see why he couldn't cut down to maybe 55 at the very
without
least.
a doubt, without a doubt. Never know. Look, he could have Roy Nelson syndrome where his lady likes him thick, and so he's just got to keep the weight on for her.
I mean, maybe.
I mean, that's what it is in my case. What about you, Ramsey?
Does your significant other like you heavier or slender?
Oh yeah, she likes me strong.
Strong. S-K-R-O-N-G, strong. Like Cello's chin.
I know back when I used to cut down to 185, my wife would always make fun of me, said I looked like a lollipop because my head would never shrink, but my body would always.
You know, coming from a guy with a big head, you do have a big old head.
Well, it's proportionate to the rest of my body.
That's what she said. Hey-o.
Less than 30 seconds here, and Jorge is still doing damage.
Jorge has been non-stop this whole fight, just picking Shell apart. But Shell,
he's still there, though.
Not bothered. He's present. He's like, throw your hands. Let's go. And as soon as I say it, he starts looking a little worse.
He needs to just keep his hands up. If I was in the corner of Cello, I would tell him to keep his hands up.
Without a doubt. Keep your hands up, keep your chin down, and when you go to fire, don't open up a gap. Don't pull back. Just let that thing rock, man.
He's overextending on some of his punches, and Jorge's taking advantage of that.
Without a doubt.
And he has just eaten a steady diet of knuckle sandwiches. And, you know, whenever you start to see a fighter fade, you can kind of see it in their eyes. And I haven't seen that yet in Cello's face.
No, sir.
He's still in there.
From what I can hear in his corner, he's saying these Combat Night gloves are delicious. But he expected a little more kick, a little more pop.
Third and final round coming up.
You know who I have in the lead here? Our referee, Chris McNochie, the pride of the Dirty South. Keeping things fair, keeping things organized as we enter round numero 3. Big overhand to open up by Cello.
If Cello just keeps up with a double jab before that overhand, I think it'll do him some good.
It never hurts to set up, ever. A feint, a jab, a hard step, a back step, something, as opposed to just pitching for the sky.
Just like he did there.
Jorge's got to be thinking, what have I got to do?
Get a bigger arm. That one was cracking. Oh, going for the rock, Cayman spinning wheel kick to the leg. Oh, he said, let's get in the center. He said, Max Holloway, baby. Cello wants all the smoke.
Okay.
These guys are in the middle, letting it all hang out. Cello called for that Max Holloway action, and Duarte is giving it to him. Breaking the base of Merisier. Duarte chopping off that lead leg. Merisier falling forward into it. Duarte right back on his jab. Looking for the uppercut, splitting the hands on his two. Cello swing and a miss. Duarte punishing him even for the attempt.
Cello might be from hell and Duarte doing his part to send him back, but he ain't going.
You don't gotta stay, you don't gotta go home, but you can't stay here. What pow! With an uppercut to the testicles by Hugo Duarte.
In the
Jorge Duarte.
final seconds of round number 3, he's going to get a little break. And I imagine this gives him a chance to just kind of rest up for a moment and come out there and swing for the fences.
I mean, it's 10 seconds left. Maybe you might land a lucky shot.
His corner letting the combat boss, Mitchell Chamale over here, know. Get in there, you got 10 seconds. Either put him out on his shield or go out on yours, sir. Throw those hands.
His corner just said he needs the Lord to work through him right now.
11 seconds, Max Holloway, that's the call. Better point your fingers at the ground before you start, just so he knows what's up. And then you better start swinging.
And they're gonna go for it.
Shell has a strong neck. Look at that head. Oh, right back to him.
From bell to bell.
Shell from hell giving it a hell of an effort. But Jorge Duarte just too much for him.
The judges have reached a decision, a unanimous decision at that. For your winner, out of the red corner, Jorge Duarte.